UC San Diego men's basketball looking to make it to the NCAA tournament in back-to-back seasons. Last year was absolutely historic. In their first year of NCAA tournament Division I eligibility, they made it to the tournament and made a little noise. But as that season came and went, so did their head coach, their assistant coaches, and many of their players. Now steps in new head coach Clint Allard, a former Tritons player and assistant coach.
Fire! Fire! Going right! Going right!
To achieve success, Clint Allard holds UC San Diego to a high standard. In December, during a non-conference game against Stanton, a game that the Tritons were heavily favored in, they struggled early on. Allard wasn't shy in letting his team know that they could do better.
I don't feel your guys' presence, right? They are so comfortable. They couldn't be more comfortable. They just do whatever they want, and they lollygag it, and they run what they want. Do we have a little fight to us? Do we have a little fight? Because you don't look like it. I'll find 5 guys. Come on, come on.
UCSD ended up pulling away, and they won. You saw the feistiness, passion, and energy from this head coach. And it won't take you long to understand why he cares so much about being the head coach of UC San Diego.
Thank you all for being here today. Being named the head coach of UC San Diego has been a dream of mine. I am so excited that dream has come true.
This was his press conference last spring when he was officially introduced as the men's basketball head coach.
You can call cap on me if you want on this. I was watching your press conference when you got the job and they formally introduced you as the head coach. And it felt like there was some emotion behind there, almost maybe some tears.
Yeah.
What does this moment mean to you to be the head coach?
There's a lot of pride that I have in UC San Diego. I've spent so much of my life here, being a scholar athlete, my first year as coaching, just getting my first opportunity and seeing this place grow. I know it's a real advantage for me to have that background, but in that moment when I was having some emotions at my press conference, I think it was just picturing that journey and how far I've come and how thankful I was to get to the point where I'm at.
His dad guided his early basketball journey, and he held Allard to a high standard.
He was my first coach. He had high expectations, but he always celebrated my success.
What did your dad mean to you learning basketball at a young age?
You know, he taught me to do things the right way and just had a real passion for it and used basketball as kind of a tool for teaching life lessons. And I try to carry that on as well.
His dad was all about the fundamentals and would try about anything to get the best out of his son.
It is my understanding he put you through a dance class to help you with footwork?
Yeah, he wanted to be putting me in ballet. I didn't sign up for that, but he wanted me to work on my pivot and my footwork. I ended up taking a little bit more of a hip-hop acrobatic class, and I don't know if it served me well or not, but he had a lot of bright ideas for sure.
Did he believe that it helped?
I think he probably did.
By the time Allard was ready to go to college, he knew one thing. He wanted to keep playing basketball, even though he wasn't really recruited at all. But that didn't stop him. He wanted to go to UC San Diego as a walk-on.
Why was it UC San Diego that you narrowed in on, and what was it that you had to do to be able to come play here?
Yeah, so I had quite a few conversations with the coaches about where their roster was at, and once they actually had somebody drop, they told me I was able to join the team and kind of be ready to go. So that was really encouraging. But for me, growing up in the Bay Area, it was kind of far enough from home where I felt like I was getting away, but still close enough where I could get home pretty quickly. And it was just, I just fell in love with the campus the first time I saw it, and was just kind of a great fit for me and myself as a kind of complete student.
Were you planning on coming here either way, even if that roster spot wasn't there?
It was my plan. I was gonna force my way onto this team one way or another, but luckily it happened pretty early for me.
He would end up being a 4-year starter, a 3-time team captain, and ranked highly in the record books for stats like assists. Not too shabby for a guy who got on the roster as a walk-on, as another player dropped out.
How much pride do you take for what you were able to accomplish after being a walk-on?
Yeah, I think the thing I take the most pride in is we got better over my time here. So I was lucky to have the opportunity to play early in my career. There was a coaching change going from my redshirt year to my freshman year. And so it was kind of a clean slate for everybody. And I got early opportunities. So a lot of those numbers I put up were longevity numbers. But the fact that we got better throughout my career and kind of capping it off my senior year and being able to play in the NCAA tournament, that's something I take a lot of pride in.
After his playing days were over, he moved a little further down the bench to become an assistant coach for the Tritons. Passing on what he had learned as a player is what he wanted as the next step of his journey.
Being able to impart that knowledge on others was something that I was passionate about. It was an interesting transition. It was a lot of those guys on my team that first year were my friends, but even as a member of their team, I was always telling them what to do, so it didn't change too much.
He was an assistant for the school for 4 years before going to Cal Poly Pomona for a couple years and then returning as the Tritons' associate head coach in 2014. He was an assistant under Eric Olin, who was an assistant coach for Allard when he was a player at UCSD.
Coach Olin got promoted to becoming the head coach and asked me to come back to be kind of his associate head coach. And the allure of UC San Diego was too much to pass up. But also I think I saw the potential in this place. There was already conversations there about transitioning from Division II to Division I, and I saw that this was a place where I could be here for a long time and kind of have my position get better and kind of see the program ascend.
The Tritons made the move from Division II to Division I in 2020, and in the 2024-2025 season, their first year of Division I eligibility into the NCAA tournament, they made it as an automatic qualifier and almost upset Michigan in the first round. It helped put the school on the map for college basketball. With that came attention to head coach Eric Olin, who would end up leaving to become the head coach at New Mexico. And on the same day it was announced he was leaving, Clint Allard was announced to be the new men's basketball head coach.
What was that moment like when you knew Olin was going to New Mexico and you were in this position of like, man, I'm going to be the new head coach of UC San Diego?
Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect. I was really excited. I knew that the job was going to be challenging and different, but I felt really prepared.
Talk to me!
I know UC San Diego really well. I thought that was something that really helped me transition to being the head coach, not having to learn a new school as well as being a new job.
As Olin left, 10 players would either transfer or graduate from the program. Most of the coaching staff departed too. Allard and UCSD pieced together a roster and coaching staff to try and maintain the success from the previous season.
People on the outside would have seen everything you lost, and they would say maybe UC San Diego is going to have a bad year.
There's no reason for us not to be able to have a good product every year. We have a lot of things going for us. We have a great location. We got great academics. This is a place people want to be. And even having new pieces, I knew there was going to be some challenges with that. And we're still learning and we're still getting better. We're not a finished product.
The Tritons reloaded their roster with transfers, like Leo Beath, who had one Zoom call with Coach Allard, learned the style of play and how he would be used, and felt like UC San Diego would be a good fit.
Just seemed like a guy who knew ball, and that's the most important thing.
Aiden Burke was one player who returned who saw consistent playing time for UC San Diego last season on their run to the NCAA tournament. He felt like Coach Allard would continue to lead this program in the right direction.
It's great. I know him, he knows me. Just always had a strong relationship for a while.
Be ready! Stop walking around!
We showed you at the beginning of the story the standard at which Allard holds his team to.
Keep playing, don't relax!
You can see it at practice as well.
It's not open gym out here, right? It's not one pass contested shot. It's not just everybody on one side of the floor, right? Run the offense the way that we're supposed to run it, right? Communicate on defense, right? Back end for the loser, all right? Up our level a little bit.
It's something the players feed off of.
We just want to make sure that we're always maintaining that same competitiveness, that level of just being locked in, staying on top of everything.
Yeah, we've showed early on in the season how good we can be, so he's just trying to hold us to that same standard. We have high achieving goals, and we need him to keep pushing us to get there.
Allard believes this program can accomplish plenty if they buy into the standard in which they play.
I think we just want a product that we can be proud of every night, right? basketball is an entertainment thing. We are here to hopefully bring some school spirit. So part of that comes with success and winning games, and we know that those opportunities are, playing in the postseason are really things that galvanize this campus. But in general, I want people to come to games and enjoy the style that we play and have a good time. And so I think playing with some pace, playing with transition, really sharing the ball. I think we play a style that is fun to watch, and I think if we continue to kind of buy into that, the success will come as far as wins and losses as well.
And success for his alma mater is Allard's main priority.
Define what success looks like to you as the head coach of UC San Diego.
Success to me looks like graduating our scholar athletes. It means guys that want to come back and be part of this program as alums. Obviously, we hope to have a couple trophies and banners over the years. But I hope to be here for a long time, and I want to be part of this campus and be part of what makes UC San Diego great. And I think this place has so much to offer. I'm very lucky to be a part of it, and I think a big part of my job is just bringing some recognition to what a great place this is.